I'm going to read The Little Prince, chapter 10, maybe. So I remember the Little Prince, story of Little Prince, and then he left his planet, asteroid 612. Yeah, he first visited the king. So check out who the king is. Reading the sound is very good for improving speaking skills. When you read more than 100 books, which is written in English, and you will be able to feel comfortable in expressing yourself in English. That is the point. Okay, there you go. He found himself in the neighborhood of the asteroid 325, 26, 27, 28, 29, and sorry. He began, therefore, by visiting them in order to add to his knowledge. The first of them was inhabited by a king, clad in royal purples and ermine, who was seated upon a throne which was at the same time both simple and majestic. Ah, there is a subject, exclaimed the king when he saw the little prince coming. And the little prince asked himself, how could he recognize me when he had never seen me before? He did not know how the world is simplified for kings. To them, all men are subjects. Approach it, so that I may see you better, said the king, who felt consuming proud of being at last a king over somebody. The little prince looked everywhere to find a place to sit down. But the entire planet was crammed and obstructed by the king's magnificent honor. So he remained standing upright, and since he was tired, he yawned. It is a contrary to etiquette to yawn in the presence of a king, the monarch said to him. I forbid you to do so. I can't help it. I can't stop myself, replied the king. Thoroughly embarrassed, I have come on a long journey, and I have had no sleep. Then the king said, how are you to yawn? It's years since I've seen anyone yawn to me, an object of curiosity. Come now, yawn again. That's an order. It frightens me. I cannot anymore, murmured little prince, now completely abashed. Replied the king. Then I order you something to yawn and something to. He sparkled a little and seemed abashed. What the king fundamentally insisted upon was that his authority should be respected. He told no disobedience. He was an absolute monarch, but because he was a very good man, he made his orders reasonable. If I order a general, he would say, by way of example, if I order a general to change himself into a sea bird, and the general did not obey me, then it would not be the fault of the general, it would be my fault. May I sit down? Came now a timid inquiry from the little prince. I order you to do so. The king answered him, and majestically gathered in a full with mantle. But the little prince was wondering. The planet was tiny. Of what could this king really rule? And sire, he said to him, I beg that you will excuse my asking you a question. How are you to ask me a question? The king hastened to assure him. Sire, over what do you rule? Of everything, said the king, with magnificent simplicity. Of everything? The king made a gesture which took in his planet, the other planet, and all the stars. Of all that? Asked the little prince. Of all that, the king answered. Brazil was not only absolute, it was also universal, and the stars obey you. Certainly they do. The king said, they obey instantly. I do not permit insubordination. The power was a thing for the little prince to marvel at. If he had been master of such complete authority, he would have been able to watch the sunset not 44 times in one day, but 72 or even 100, even 200 times without ever having to move his chest, and because it felt a bit sad. But he remembered his little planet, which he had forsaken, plucked up his courage to ask the king a favor. I'd like to see a sunset. Do me that kindness of the sun to set. If I order a general to fly from one cloud to another like a butterfly, or to write a tragic drama, or to change himself into a seabird. And if the general didn't carry out the order that he had received, which one of us and would be in the wrong? The king demanded. The general or myself? You, said a little prince from me. Exactly. One much requires from each one, the duty which each one can perform. The king went on, a separate authority rested first of all one legion. If you ordered your people to go and throw themselves into the sea, they would rise up in revolution. I have the right to require obedience because my orders are reasonable. Then my son said, the little prince reminded him, for he never forgot the question once he had asked it. If I have your son said, I shall command it, but according to my science of government, I shall wait until its conditions are favorable. When will that be? Inquired the little prince. Replied the king, and before saying anything else, he consulted the bookie on man. That'll be about, and that'll be this evening is about 20 minutes to 8, and you will see how well I am obeyed. The little prince yawned. He was regretting his lost sunset, and then, too, he was already beginning to feel a little bored. I have nothing more to do here, he said to the king, so I shall set out on my way again. Do not go, said the king, who was very proud of having a subject. Do not go. I'll make your minister. Minister what? Minister of justice. And there is nobody here to judge it. We do not know that, the king said to him. I have not yet made a complete tour of my kingdom, and behold, there is no room here for carriage, and it tires me to walk. Oh, but I have looked already, said the little prince, and in turning around, still with one more glance to the other side of the planet. On the side of this, there was nobody at all. Then you shall judge yourself, the king answered. But it is the most difficult thing of all, and it is much more difficult to judge oneself than to judge others. If you succeed in judging yourself lawfully, then you are indeed a man of true wisdom. Yeah, said the little prince, but I can judge myself anywhere. I do not need to live off this planet. Said the king. I have good reason to believe that somewhere thou might find there's oh, what? I hear him anoint you can judge this or what, and from time to time you will condemn him to justice right will depend on your justice, but you will pardon him on each occasion. Therefore, he must be treated typically. He is the only one who has replied to the little prince, do not like to condemn anyone to death. Now I think I'll go on my way. Yeah, said the king. The little prince, having now completed the preparation for departure, and wished to greet the old monarch, if your majesty wished to be promptly already said, you should be able to give me a reasonable order. You should be able to, for example, for me to be gone by the end of the 1 minute. it seems to me that the conditions are favorable. The king made no answer. The prince hesitated a moment and stood with her side. He took his leave. "I made you my ambassador," the king called out hastily. He had a magnificent air of authority. The grown-ups thought very strange. The little prince helped himself, and he continues on his journey. Alright, so the little prince became the ambassador of the king, who lives asteroid 3 first time repeated to 325.